Welcome back. Maliza Umaskini is an initiative that is geared towards eradicating poverty, and especially with the youth. Ben Mulwa, the executive director, is here to tell us about an upcoming tournament this weekend that you shouldn't miss. Welcome to the show, Ben.
Thank you.
Good to have you here.
Thank you very much.
Maliza Umaskini, very interesting initiative that you've and a partner decided to take up. Tell us, first of all, your background. What is it that you did before you started this?
Before we started Maliza Umaskini, we've been on a number of different initiatives that have been supporting the youth. And being involved with especially the youth and women in this country, you realize that poverty still remains a very big challenge, especially to the youth. And poverty is one of the main causes, or one of the main challenges that people must begin to address genuinely. So we thought it is time we come up with practical initiatives that are going to address poverty in this country. So from that point is when my partner, who is the founder of this initiative, Mr. Sadat Muhindi, felt that we needed to have an initiative now that can enable us achieve what we wanted to do. That is facilitate poverty eradication, especially amongst the youth and women, particularly single mothers. Those are the two main focus groups that we have.
Tell me about some of your key objectives and why you decided to target the women and the children, and what exactly are some of the activities that you provide for them to undertake in order to eradicate poverty?
The key driving factor, or our key objective on Maliza Umaskini, is essentially just that, Maliza Umaskini. That is poverty eradication. Because you realize as long as everybody and the majority of this population continues to struggle with poverty, very little will be achieved in terms of national development. So what we started off is we bring together especially the youth and these women groups through sports. Then from that point onwards, they're able to identify projects or initiatives that they would like to undertake from their own localities. Then from that point, we're able to help them finance or start off the projects. Yes.
Using sports as a tool to drive this forward, you know, it's a fantastic thing when you have a lot of interaction and even on women's level. You're telling me that they'll be playing this weekend. There'll be a women's football team. Very interesting. But tell us why sports was a driving factor for you, and what are some of the challenges in starting something like this?
Well, one, you realize sports still plays a very critical role the world over. In terms of following, in terms of adherence, and in terms of bringing people together. Start from football, talk about any sport. Like at the moment now, they just concluded IRB series where Kenya performed very well. You find that there tends to be fanatical following in sports. So we felt, especially a lot of the youth in the country can identify with sports. From that point, it becomes easy for us to pass or start off our initiatives with them, involve them in our programs. So the response has been very good in terms of bringing them together through sports. And you find that when they're participating in the sporting activities, it becomes easy for them to remain together over a long period of time. It's not just about, it's not a one-off event. Like what we've been running so far in Lugari has been a tournament that started 3 months ago. Now we are closing it down. From next year, we'll be doing a bigger coverage. Actually, next year we're targeting, we'll be doing the whole of Western Province and parts of Nairobi. So through sports, we believe it enables the people come together. And then from that point, we can start our initiatives with them.
Talking about the challenges and initially starting this up. And I think, you know, every time we have a sports person here, they always say funding and kits and enough, you know, grounds to actually play. Tell us, you know, what your strategy was when you started this in terms of now thinking outside the box and you know, the bigger picture so that it's sustainable long term.
You'd realize that a lot of people tend to have this mentality that you must start off something very expensive and very big. You must have a huge capitalization to set off what you want to do. Our approach has been different, and I believe it's been unique in the sense that we realize with the little that we have, we can have initiatives that can make a difference in people's lives. So you find there's been challenges, especially setting off this, because a lot of people tend to be skeptical, and especially being a new initiative. But with time, actually, it got to attract a lot of people. And we've been seeing overwhelming response over the time. Because one thing that has been very key in terms of what we've been running in Lugari and even in parts of Nairobi is the management style. We let the groups themselves manage what they want to do. Unlike in other scenarios where you find people want to impose exactly what people want to do. It was the idea of the youth, especially in Lugari, to come up with this tournament. It was not our, we didn't go there and tell them, you must start this tournament, you must do it this way. So it's been a very exciting moment. And one of the main teams that we've been sponsoring there, that is Lugari FC, sorry, that is Matunda FC. This is a team that rejoined the Kenya Premier League. Beginning, that was from March this year. It had been out for over 8 years, out of the league. And they finished number 2 in Western Province. Because of the way the approach that we gave them and the kind of support we gave them, and we let them run it themselves. We let them do it the way they would really want to do it, not imposing the way they should do it on them. So the challenges have been there, really, but I believe we've been getting on very well, and the response has been amazing. In fact, so far we've been able to get people to begin to sponsor us. We want to thank Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola will be sponsoring us for T-shirts during this weekend's event. And we are excited about the progress we are making.
That's fantastic. Expand on that a little bit. You told me that your partner is in South Africa right now working towards getting a little bit more sponsorship and making sure that the tournament this weekend is fantastic. But talk about why it's very important for corporates and private sector to actually become part and parcel of initiatives like this one and sponsor initiatives like this.
You'd realize that the mentality with a lot of people still keep insisting that the government must do this and the government must do that and the government will not do this and the government has not been doing that. But you realize everybody has a role to play, especially when it comes to poverty eradication in this country, because it affects all of us. It doesn't matter whether we're in government, whether we're in the private sector, wherever we are. And you find there are lots of things repercussions that come with poverty that keeps affecting the larger population of this country. We're talking of over 60% of the population. So I think it is time, and it's supposed to be a challenge to all the corporates in this country and to individuals of goodwill who would want to support initiatives that can make a difference in people's lives, and especially the youth, because they form the bulk of this population, and they're the people who will be responsible to seeing to the future of this country. So if we do not take initiatives, practical initiatives, to try to address that at the moment, we are looking at a disaster probably in future. And I think this is something that can be averted by initiatives that touch on people's lives, practical initiatives like what we are doing.
Help me understand this better. The tournament is not a fundraiser.
No, it's not.
But it's a platform to propel this initiative further. How do you then raise money or eradicate poverty for that matter?
Well, that has been a question that a lot of people have been asking us.
Because it's not a fundraiser and nobody's paying anything to kind of participate. So how do you actually ensure, that the poverty is being eradicated?
That's something that a lot of people have been asking, because when you tell them that you're running a tournament, they're not able to understand how does sports eradicate poverty. But our initiative has been that we bring together these people through the sports. Like now in Lugari, the teams that have been participating in this tournament were 42 of them. So all these 42 teams were being converted into self-help groups. That is beginning January next year. So from the self-help groups, each group is going to identify projects that they would want to undertake from their own locality. Then from that, we're able to support them financially. We've had sponsors who have been helping us. The key sponsor has been Mr. Sadat Muhindi, who is the patron of this initiative. That's why I mentioned to you he's in South Africa currently. We procured 18 full kits for 18 teams that have been participating. That is the winning teams.
That's good.
That is from Adidas. We want the youth also to feel good about what they're doing. These uniforms are the same ones that people like teams like Man U and Chelsea are wearing. Same quality, same standards, everything. So they feel good about it. Lugari FC got those uniforms when they started off. That was in March this year. Now these other teams will be getting them. Specifically, we'll have also uniforms for the Mathare single mothers team. We also have a uniform kit for the under-12 team that will be participating on that day. And we're looking at, it will be it's something that has been exciting a lot of people.
Talking about the way you will encourage these groups and these teams to actually now choose the right projects that are for them and choose the right income generating activities that can come out of these, what did you call them? Groups that, that will be formed, the self-help groups that will be formed afterwards. Tell us about that. What are some of those income generating activities that could come out of this that you think would be successful? And not just on paper.
Yes.
Yeah, we're very good at writing reports as Kenyans.
That's true. That's why you find actually from our own initiative, we don't want to keep focusing on reporting and writing and implementation. We are practical. Like foremost, we have talent. Actually, the balls that we'll be donating to each team that participated in this tournament have been handmade from Lugari.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's great.
Yeah, we have a team that we've assembled. They're very good at that. 100% leather, and we're looking to converting that into a huge commercial venture.
That's great.
So we're looking actually, and we would like to appeal to people across the country, and even
don't buy made in China, buy made in Lugari,
buy made in Kenya, buy made in Lugari, and they're very good quality balls. So that is one of the main initiatives that we'll be undertaking. We started off a car wash machine, an electric car wash machine facility in Matunda. There's also, during that day, we'll be launching 2 barber shops for team groups that have already set off. Besides that, we have people who would like to get into commercial poultry farming, dairy farming, and most importantly, actually, is, and what I find the most exciting, is we are going to set up a center where people, especially artisans from different areas, it could be people who want to manufacture jikos, it could be people who want to do basketry and all that, carpentry, name it. We are setting up a center where all this talent will be put together. So we are looking at people must be able to start generating income from where? From their localities. So that is our idea of what we want to do. Yes.
Exciting, the 20th. It's coming this coming weekend. There's a tournament, a football tournament, and there'll also be entertainment and activities for kids. Tell us about that.
Well, 20th actually will be like the climax for us this year because it's a host of activities starting from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in the morning.
Wow, nice.
Foremost is the entertainment bit because this we want people to, it's Christmas and everybody is in the Christmas mood. But besides the entertainment, the start off will be with a border race. It's already attracted over 300 participants. It's going to be exciting. The winner is going to walk away with a motorbike.
The motorbike,
yeah, really.
That's a great prize.
The motorbike is already on the ground. It's been doing rounds. The youth are very excited about that. Besides that, we're going to have a marathon, a half marathon, just a race for people to get, because, when we talk about sports, not everybody will be a footballer. So we want something that will be able to include as many people as possible. Now, besides that, we're going to have performances by Ringtone. Ringtone is one of the key performers during that day of the Pamela fame. The King of Kapungala definitely will be there. That is Daddy Owen. Ngangalito is around.
He's jitokeza.
Yes, he's asking the youth around there to jitokeza. So that's just part of the program. And the most interesting thing also about it is we have a lady DJ who will be doing the works during the whole day.
Excellent.
We hope she's also going to inspire some, especially ladies, to look at this is not just a man's world. She's called DJ Shiro from Eldoret. So it's going to be an exciting day for everybody. We're looking at either you'll be coming there for the football, you might be coming there for the border race, you might be coming there for the entertainment. But we're asking all people to come and participate and see what's actually the difference that has been made so far in the groups that have been participating in what we're doing. Yes.
Tell us the time, the place, and how much to get in.
Well, the time, as I mentioned, it will be from 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. The place will be Matunda Primary, that is in Matunda Township. That is in Lugari District, on your way to Kitale from Eldoret. Well, the entrance is absolutely free.
That's great.
So people are going to have all this absolutely free.
The whole public is welcome.
Oh, yes. The whole public is welcome. We're inviting the whole country to come and see a practical approach that we're giving to poverty eradication. And actually make it fun for people to participate in these initiatives.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Finally, tell us, from this and kind of the end of the year is coming.
Yes.
And we're all looking at 2010 and
Yes.
some of the initiatives that you want to undertake in 2010 and the
Yes.
kind of support that you're actually looking for.
Yes.
If it's from coaches, if it's from support in terms of financial support,
yes.
and if it's, you know, partnering with media houses, etc. Tell us that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have a host of activities that are planned for next year.
Okay.
Most importantly is actually now actualizing the initiatives that we're talking about, actualizing the projects that these youth groups would want to undertake.
Right.
So this is going to require immense financial support.
Of course.
And we've already set in place plans to set up that. It's exciting, actually. We have support from local individuals. We are also getting now corporates to partner with us.
Nice.
Particularly, we've been getting a lot of media support, particularly from Royal Media.
Right. That's what we do.
Yeah, you've been with us actually from day zero.
Right.
When we launched the tournament.
Okay.
And so far, it's been so good, and we're looking at getting more support, especially in terms of creating awareness, because we have other people in different parts of the country.
Right.
And by next year, we're rolling out these programs actually across the country.
Okay.
We've been focusing on Western Province. We wanted to see how it would work.
Right.
Now we've seen that it's succeeding very well.
Okay.
And we're hoping to roll out countrywide. So we're looking at individuals of goodwill actually to come and partner with us in this initiative.
Right.
And make a difference in people's lives.
Okay.
And above that, or actually, there's already a program that has been set off in the US for people who are fundraising for the initiatives that we're doing. Our target is we're rolling out projects that will be worth not less than $20 million
Wow.
in the next 3 years.
Okay.
And I mean what I'm saying.
Right.
So people get in touch with us,
Right.
get to participate in what you're doing, because this is not just about a specific area, but we want to make a difference across the country.
Throughout
There are
Kenya,
exciting
East
things that are
Africa.
coming across, actually. There are so many programs that we have for, especially slums in Nairobi particularly.
Okay.
Considering that 70% of the population in Nairobi lives in the slums.
Right.
So it's going to be exciting, and we like people to come on board and support what we're doing.
Excellent. I will get your website so I can put it up a bit later.
Yes.
But it's also very key for the youth to get involved. Otherwise, you know, if there's no participation from their side,
definitely,
then it's null and void. But thank you so much. I think this is fantastic.
Yes.
I wish you all the success this coming weekend.
Thank you so much.
And we look forward to hearing what more Maliza Umaskini is doing.
Yes.
We
look forward to seeing all of you there.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Asante.
Something fantastic happening towards poverty eradication in this country. I'm excited about this initiative. Try and make it this 20th, this coming weekend, for the tournament. And there's loads of activities that you and your family can get involved in. Stay with us. Kirigo Ngarwa is up next with the news. We'll be right back.